In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make delicious dinner biscuits served with maple bacon butter. Oh my gosh, it doesn't get any better. So if you want to know how to do it, stick around. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the maple bacon butter, which is really easy to do. We're going to start out with some bacon. We have about 6 slices here that I fried crisp, and we're going to put them into the food processor, and we're going to process these slices into little itty bitty pieces. Okay, we got that processed down in little tiny bits and pieces, kind of like Bacos. Okay, and to that we're going to add 4 ounces of softened butter. Just like so. And then a teaspoon of bacon fat. And then a tablespoon of Lakanto Maple Syrup. If you haven't tried their maple syrup, it is the bomb. Let me tell you, all their products are. And I'm not doing a commercial for them or anything, but I gladly would. Their products are just fantastic. Okay, so we're going to give that a whirl. Okay, that is all mixed in now. So we're going to go ahead and put that into a small crock, and we're going to let it harden, and then we'll get to making those biscuits. Let's get started making these great biscuits. First thing is 2 cups of almond flour. And to that we're going to add a 1/4 cup of powdered psyllium husk. And then in this ramekin I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to go ahead and mix that into our almond flour until it's all nicely incorporated. Okay, the next step is to add a 1/4 cup of cold butter. It's important that the butter is cold. And then we want to get that butter well mixed into our flour mixture. This takes a little bit of time. You can start out with a fork, just pressing that butter into the flour, turning that bowl. I like to, about a minute after doing this, get my hands into it. It actually goes a lot quicker. So, and then you want to make sure that there aren't any chunks of butter left in the flour mixture. The flour will kind of resemble coarse sand, coarse wet sand. Okay, I think I got that butter mixed in there real good. And when you grab some of it and squeeze it in your hand, it kind of holds together like that. So that's when you know you've got the butter all mixed into the flour. Okay, so now the next step is to add our wet ingredients. And we're going to start out with adding 2 large eggs, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and then we're going to add just enough nut milk to make this mixture kind of like a real thick batter so it drops off a spoon. Because these are actually drop biscuits. So I just kind of gauge here. I added like about a 1/4 cup to start out with, and I think that's going to do it. Yeah, so yeah, that should work just nicely. Okay, we want to get about 8 biscuits out of this recipe, so it kind of roughly works out to about a 2 tablespoons per biscuit. And we're just going to go ahead and plop that onto our baking sheet and just kind of mound 2 tablespoons. And you want to separate your biscuits about 2 inches apart. Okay. That made 8 nice sized biscuits. So now they're going to go into the oven, 350 oven, for about 10 to 11 minutes to start. You might want to keep an eye on them depending on your oven. So in they go. Okay, the biscuits are all done. So now what's only left to do is to try it. And since they're nice and hot, we're going to go ahead and use that bacon butter we made earlier and see how that goes. Okay. Cheers. That maple flavor, the little bit of sweetness in that bacon butter is fantastic on this biscuit. And this biscuit is light and crumbly. They'll definitely be a hit for dinner, even for Thanksgiving. So if you liked what you saw here today and you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you would hit the bell, then you'll be notified every time that I post something new. And please share with anyone you think that might be interested in my channel. I'd certainly appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.